Now let's move on to Principle 7 of green chemistry. This principle states that a raw material or feedstock should be renewable rather than depleting, whenever technically and economically practicable. First, let's understand what this principle means. We should choose raw materials that can be naturally replenished in a short period of time. These are called renewable resources, such as plants or biomass. This is in contrast to depleting resources, like fossil fuels, which will eventually run out. By using renewable feedstocks, we reduce environmental impact and support long-term sustainability. So why is this important? Using renewable feedstock provides a sustainable alternative to petrochemical-based processes. It helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions. It decreases dependence on fossil fuels. It promotes a circular economy, where resources are reused and recycled. And importantly, it can also be economically viable and competitive with traditional methods. Let's look at some key examples that provide renewable feedstock. First is agricultural products. For example, crops such as corn, sugarcane, and soybeans can be used to produce biofuels, bioplastics, and other chemicals. Second is biomass. Organic materials from plants and animals can be converted into biofuels, chemicals, and materials through processes like fermentation and pyrolysis. Third is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide can be captured from the atmosphere or generated through biological processes and used as a feedstock for chemical synthesis, such as in the production of methanol or other chemicals. Fourth is methane. Obtained from natural gas or biogas, methane can be converted into various chemicals, including acetylene by partial combustion, which serves as a precursor for numerous organic compounds like ethyl alcohol, acetaldehyde, vinyl acetate. Now let's see the full process flow. We start with renewable feedstock like plants, biomass, CO2, and biogas. These undergo conversion processes such as fermentation, pyrolysis, catalysis, and capture. This produces chemicals and materials, including biofuels, bioplastics, methanol, and organic compounds. These are then used in applications like energy, pharmaceuticals, materials, and consumer products. Ultimately, this leads to a sustainable future with lower emissions, better resource efficiency, and a circular economy. And now, we compare renewable and non-renewable feedstock. Renewable feedstock is to be preferred because these are naturally replenished, have lower environmental impact, support sustainability, and have long-term availability. Non-renewable feedstock is to be avoided because these are finite and will be exhausted. These cause higher pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. These lead to environmental degradation. These are not sustainable in the long run. To conclude, Principle 7 encourages us to shift towards renewable feedstock for a cleaner and more sustainable chemical industry. Remember, choosing renewable resources today helps build a greener and more sustainable tomorrow.